Hey, what's up, onliners? It's me. It's me like every other day. I'm a little bit sick today. I got a really runny nose and a sore throat. So if I sound a bit weird or if I say something a bit weird, it's just I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm trapped in my room and I didn't know what to do, and there's nothing really I could do, so I'm just stuck in my room. I'm just like in jail in my room. I just did not know what to do. So I just decided, let's talk about cameras. If you're starting your YouTube channel, what camera would I recommend you should buy? Let's start off with mirrorless. Get the G7X. And a step above that would be the M3, which doesn't have a viewfinder, but it still is good. Then get the M5, which has 1080p and 4K, but it's a crop censored. Then the M50 is 1080p as well, and it's crop censored. But they both have viewfinders. The EOS R is good, but it's $3,000. It's the latest and newest mirrorless camera. And it shoots in 1080p and crop censored 4K again. But it's got these new lenses that are really good and really fast, and they can track movement really quickly, and it's got quick autofocusing. So that's that. So it's $3,000, but it's good. I don't know if I recommend it for you guys, but that's the mirrorless lineup that I'd recommend for you guys if you guys are just starting out, or not really just starting out, just yeah. But let's move into the DSLR world, because I'm more into the DSLR world. The SL2, the 200D, which is what I'm filming with right now. The SL2 200D. You guys probably thought I was filming with my newer camera. Well, they both shoot in the same quality, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Except this one has 9 AF points, the other one has 45. I said that in the previous video. But this has a mic input, viewfinder, Wi-Fi built-in, NFC, Bluetooth, time lapse, slow mo. It has all the good shit. They both have all the good shit, so except they don't have 4K, which I'm not a big fan of 4K. But a step above from that, we have the 77D, and the 77D has the same specs, except it has a little screen at the top, which you can see your battery percentage, you can see your ISO, you can see all the little details that you might change, and you can change on your own or manual. And that's not really a big thing for me. I like that, but these cameras, both of these cameras cost like $1,000 each. So yeah. And above from the 77D, we've got the 80D and the 70D. 70D is a bit older, but the 80D is better. 70D shoots up to 1080p in 30 frames per second, and the 80D shoots up to 60 frames in 1080p. But they both don't have 4K, but they're still pretty good. And they have the same specs as the 77D. Just a bigger body. And they're crop censored cameras. Now, we're going to the full frame line. Onliners. Full frame line is a 6D Mark 1, 6D Mark 2. 6D Mark 1 hasn't got a flip out screen, but 6D Mark 2 does have a flip out screen, and it is the only full frame camera that has a flip out screen. So if you want to get that, get that. If a flip out screen is so important to you, which it is for me, but yeah. Because I like looking at my sexy face. Now, we got 5D Mark 1, 5D Mark 2, 5D Mark 3, 5D Mark 4. They're full frame. but they don't have a flip out screen, but they have 1080p, no 4K. Same with the 6D Mark 1 and 6D Mark 2, no 4K, just 1080p. I didn't say that, so there you go. And there's also the 7D Mark 1, Mark 2 that are full frame. So yeah. And for full frame cameras, you will be choosing EF lenses to be attaching to your cameras. And for crop sensitive cameras, you'll be choosing EFS lenses to be attaching to your cameras. And you can also attach EF lenses to the crop sensitive camera. You can choose both because crop sensitive cameras are just awesome. The good thing about crop sensitive cameras is you can choose EFS lenses and EF lenses. So full frame lenses and crop sensitive lenses. But with full frame cameras, you can only choose EF lenses, which are full frame cameras. You can't choose crop sensitive lenses for full frame bodies. If that makes sense for you guys, I just wanted to tell you guys what to choose between the mirrorless line or the DSLR line. So you guys can choose. I prefer to choose a DSLR because DSLR you have a better grip and better control. And with mirrorless, you don't really, unless you get the EOS R or the M50 or the M5. They're kind of like a miniature version of a DSLR. So, except for the EOS R, it actually feels like a DSLR. But it's up to you guys. The EOS R is $3,000, so it's up to you guys. What do you guys want? It's up to you. You guys can. I'm giving you guys advice here on which camera to pick up. If you guys are into photography or videography or being creative or having creative mindset. So, yeah. And we're also going to be talking about tripods, camera bags, all that cool stuff. I hope you guys learned a lot of things, or I hope you guys learned something. And I hope you guys pick up one of these cameras, or pick up even Nikon. I'm not really a Nikon fan. I don't really like Nikon. Nikon is actually good for photography, but Canon's good for videography. So if you're into the videography, cinematography, making a movie type of thing, go for Canon. But if you're in for photography, go for Nikon. So yeah. But if you want Sony's good for 4K. Sony's ahead of Canon in the 4K department because they've done 4K full frame and they're good with 4K. So if you want Sony, go with Sony. I'm not stopping you guys. I'm just telling you guys about Canon right now because I know a lot about Canon. I'm a Canon guy. I'm not a Sony or Nikon guy. I'm a Canon guy. But it's up to you guys. But with Sony, their batteries die quickly and their bodies overheat really quickly because of the 4K. And yeah, but the color science is the best on Canon over Nikon and Sony. Anyway, onliners, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and happy shopping. Anyway, onliners, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're not new. Turn the notification bell on, and comment down below. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and also Instagram, because I do photography, and I post my photography photos on Instagram, so you can check me out there. Lots of good bokeh photos, and if you want to know what bokeh photos are, they're blurred background photos. Other than that, onliners, stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys up soon.